Alice, let's get over to you for an update. Alice Albee, Vice President, Partner Education and Training at Union Home Mortgage. Alice, it was really good to get on with you and Bill Cosgrove to honor David Stevens as we did here a while back. That's gotten a lot of play in those comments that you and Bill had and that we recorded and shared with our listeners. But good to have you here.
Thank you, Dave. I heard it was a wonderful tribute to Dave Stevens at the IMB at the Independent Mortgage
Very,
Bankers Conference as well. That was
very
just
good.
really well done, too. All right, I have a couple of quick things for everyone. First of all, we really do need a lot more people signed up for who actually use their Mortgage Action Alliance. So there
Yes.
are tens of thousands who are signed up, but we do have a bill right now that is super easy. You can go to the Mortgage Bankers Association, put in MA. It should come up pretty quickly there on the MBA Newslink page. That's another way you can surf for it. It's House Bill 7024, Tax Relief for American Families and Workers Act of 2024. This is the one which will put in some good revisions to the child tax credit and other businesses. Really, I call this one a shout out for our multifamily members out there. We want to make sure we're supporting their causes as much as the issues that affect all of our single family lending, because this one is saying that it should increase and produce an additional 200,000 rental units nationwide for the next 2 years. So I like the idea of something simple like this that helps housing. So easy enough to go into the Mortgage Action Alliance, make sure your email is up to date, copy their notes that go out to your congresspeople to make sure the voice is heard. The number of letters they receive matters. It's nice
It
if you
is.
can throw a couple comments, but if you're
Mhm.
busy, just hit send to get those letters out. So that's my one PSA today about a piece of legislation that might get a little attention still this year. It's that time of year, an election year, where not a lot of legislation is going to get attention because no one wants the other party to have a win at anything, right? As you're
So
coming
true.
up to the election.
Yes,
So
that's so true.
and that's both
Yeah.
sides, folks. I'm not picking a
Yeah.
side there.
Yep.
Anyway, and then they also brought up about Fannie Mae's lender letter that shows that they are going to also be adding this new $2,500 loan level price product. If you're used to using Freddie Mac's Borrow Smart, this is now Fannie getting on board with their Home Ready to offer something similar. So a great thing to make sure that you have on your menu of products. And then last but not least, we have not talked about capital requirements a lot on the show. I think I just want to throw a little bit out there. This is something that lenders should be concerned about. Basel III is this next round that is really getting a lot of discussion. And for those of you who don't know what Basel is, did you know that it's the city in Switzerland where the meetings are heard? You don't
Yep.
or held, so it's not an acronym for anything. So people are going, what does that stand for? No, it's just a city.
It's a
So
city. Yep.
it's just a city. So essentially, the proposal was last year, but the capital requirements, the tiered requirements are designed for going up in light of the regional bank failure issues that came up. Think of this as having an impact. If you're a smaller lender, you go, that's not me. I don't have to worry about that. My answer is yes, you do. Because your
Okay.
warehouse bankers will probably have to worry about it, which means costs will go up for all of us. So just wanted to put that bug out there for those of you who think Basel III and those things don't apply to me. I just want to remind you that yes, they do. So pay attention. That's my report, Dave. Back to you.
Good job. Thank you, Alice. Appreciate it very much. You can listen to all of Alice's updates on our website, as you can with each one of the segments that you hear on the podcast. You can go back and listen to all of them. Usually there's so much information. I always stress that with Alice.